Hi there, and welcome to the iBAC Tech Trek podcast, where we explore the outer reaches of insurance technology. I'm Tom Reid, your science officer on this journey, and I'm pleased to be joined today by Greg Purdy, CEO of Rival. Hey, Greg, how's it going?
It's going well. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. So,
That's
Greg,
good.
I am pretty sure that most folks in the industry know who you are, but there may be a few who don't. So maybe you can give us a bit of background on yourself.
Sure. I'm old, as you can tell. I've been around an awful long time. Been in the insurance broker technology space for coming on 4 decades, so it's that long. And I joined Rival 2 years, the start of this month, and we're embarked on a pretty exciting journey to reinvent broker technology and do it in a modern way. And we're having a lot of fun doing that.
Okay, awesome. Well, you've been there 2 years now, so I'm going to get you to cast your mind back for the second of those 2 years, last 12 months, and give
Mhm.
us a quick highlight of what have you guys done in the last 12 months or so.
Oh, we have been incredibly busy in the last 12 months. So in July of 2024, we launched the first version of RPM, which is our new flagship product. So we've been diligently building that for a number of months prior to that. We went live with Cynics Insurance. Uh, they're based in Quebec City, but we went live with an office of theirs in Calgary. Then we introduced a lead management section of RPM. We integrated a new quotation package called RQuote, which builds on the things that CSSI had done with IntelliQuote, and we've enhanced that and made it available in RPM with a broader range of functionality. We introduced AI into our RPM, so we've been pretty busy in the last 12 months.
So, if I can sort of summarize that, basically, you've rebuilt the entire um, what used to be the CSSI platform. It sounds like.
Yeah, so we've taken all of the products that existed and then we've built a strategy on top of them to move them into the future. So RPM is the common piece that sits on top of everything that we're doing. And yeah, it's basically replacing in a phased approach. So we allow brokers the opportunity to continue to work with the underlying previous broker management products if they so choose, but they also get to use the functionality natively available in RPM. So yeah, it's been busy.
Okay.
And on top of that, we completely reorganized the company.
All right. So the company's been busy, and you've been doubly busy. So, speaking of busy, BMS is great. You know, new quoting system is great, but these things work better when they're connected to the brokers, suppliers, you know, the insurance companies. Can you talk about what specific connectivity efforts that you are going to work on that you may have worked on or that you're going to work on in the next 12 months?
Well, we finished up eDocs, got certified with all of that stuff in the last year, but we've got a very ambitious year ahead of us. So we're looking at Dash integration. We're doing Auto Plus and MVR lookups. Uh, we're doing broker data lake connectivity from third-party applications. We're doing the CSIO version modernization program. We're doing Guidewire connectivity, working on the Ontario reforms. Our friends at Wawanesa announced some changes that we're also working on, and yeah, there's a lot of stuff happening.
So, speaking of Wawanesa, Wawanesa is the lead company on the Wawanesa API sharing project that was initiated by iBAC and is now being managed by CSIO. How committed are you to executing on the outcome of that project?
We are extremely committed to developing and deploying the Wawanesa APIs. We think it's very generous of them to make them available. We have a team that are working on them. They're on our roadmap, and they will be released in the coming 12 months.
Fantastic, fantastic. So speaking of roadmaps, I'm interested. So obviously, you have clients, brokers who are clients, and you get feedback from them. How important is input from broker associations to your development plan, to your roadmap?
It's very important. So we basically we got four inputs. We have our customers, we have broker associations, we have carriers, and then we have regulators. And we kind of have weighted each of those organizations in terms of their feedback, and we have different ways we prioritize and make sure that we get things out as quickly as possible based on the need that's been expressed by any of those groups. So broker associations are extremely important to us.
I'm sure they'll be happy to hear that they're actually an identified group of folks that are important to Rival. So I'm going to get you to turn your mind to the future. Well, although for you guys, some of the stuff might be a little bit in the past, but artificial intelligence, right? That is on everybody's lips these days. And I know you have been talking about AI probably earlier than some. I've certainly seen some of your LinkedIn posts where you've been talking about AI and how that's going to be integrated into your tools. So can you talk about what you've done to date and kind of give us a sense of what's coming in the next 12 months?
So we have been working with AI and using AI and incorporating AI into everything we do. We started when I started 2 years ago. We identified that that was going to be the strategic technology that's going to reshape the world. And so we use it to build. So first of all, we use it to build everything we build. So we looked at all of our processes and approaches and said, how can we make them better? And we started sort of dipping our toes into AI with the co-pilots and those kinds of applications a couple of years ago. Now we've just expanded. We're starting to build our own tools using AI to build our product. So we look at key components. How long does it take us to build them? Are there better, more efficient ways to do it? So fundamentally, AI is built into the DNA of RPM. So that is one use case for it. Then we looked at how our customers will be using all this stuff. We look at how many keystrokes does it take from a request to a response. And we looked at all of the solutions that were out there, including our own, and we decided, hey, there's just too many degrees of separation. We wanted to make the end user as close as possible to the answer they're looking for. So that has a lot of implications on what a UI would look like. So we've built a basically menuless UI so that it's very quick and easy to navigate. There are no search bars. We have a what do you want to do. We use conversational language as a way to interact. Right now that's typing, but it's not very far away where we will be using voice. So we're going in the direction of phones are smart. They're only going to get smarter. Laptops are laptops and big screens are big screens. Everything you should do should work across all of those formats. So what we build from a phone up with the goal of making everything a proactive system rather than a reactive system. So the idea is when you come into your office or get in your car, wherever you are working from, your device should be able to tell you everything you need to know about what's happened in the business overnight and what you need to do during that day. So we're using AI to look at a lot of tasks that historically were, a bunch of menus, and you go to a place, you find a customer, you find a policy, you find a transaction, you look it up, you find a form, and get rid of all of that stuff and just say, get me the certificate of insurance for ABC Insurance for last month. Boom, it starts printing it. So we're looking at changing virtually everything you think about what a BMS should look like, and it should work better.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you a two-part question to kind of close us off here. So that is quite a change from the traditional, screens that brokers are used to. So this two-part question is, one, how have your customers reacted to this? And secondly, what do you see this fundamental change? What benefit is it going to bring to rival the company in terms of its market share, in terms of its future, right? So how are your customers reacting, and how do you see that benefiting the organization and growing the organization?
So it's an interesting question. So our new customers love it. They have seen the advantage of the direction, the strategy, and they typically have multiple locations running multiple different systems and see the obvious advantage of having RPM pulling information from a variety of different sources and presenting it in a consistent UI. With our current customers, we've been rolling that out. It's for them, it's a bit of they're comparing new versus old and getting used to it. So for them, there's a little bit more of a warming up to it. But once they've used it for a little while, then they fully appreciate the advantages. Why are we doing all this? We think that our competitors are bolting AI onto the side and trying to make their old applications look pretty. And even if they're trying to rewrite it for an internet version of that, it's still going to look very much the way it used to. By building a very cost-effective, efficient system to run, you are giving the end user the benefit of productivity in a way that they have not seen probably since computers first came in and automated one-write paper systems. We're looking to completely revolutionize the way people work. So why would you do this? It's crazy. You're talking about changing all these things I'm familiar with. Well, if you're going to function at, double-digit percentages less cost just in the technology, but gaining in efficiency on top of it, I think there's a really compelling mathematical equation that most brokers are going to understand, and it will be to the detriment of our competitors. I think they will be very challenged to try to reverse engineer on top of very legacy applications what we've been able to accomplish by taking a completely different approach. We did this because we knew that if we didn't do something different, we probably wouldn't be in business 5 years from now. So we had to take a hard look at where the world was really going to be and what was our place really going to be in it. And if we didn't make material changes, we'd probably not be in business. So we had that scary reality in front of us, but it also gave us the luxury, okay, we need to change. It's not a luxury of change. It's we have to change. And once we came to that conclusion of this requirement of changing, then it just kind of opened up the doors. Well, how can we do it to the benefit of our customers, but also highlight the challenges that our competitors are going to have going forward?
The world of insurance is changing because the world of tech is changing. Join us on the journey at ibactech.ca.